What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. So we need to talk about AMC in this video. And I just recently saw that all the videos that I recorded didn't have any audio. I really need a new soundboard, but I'm sorry if anybody did watch it and even watched till the end and didn't, get any sound. So hopefully you're a professional lip reader because that's all you were able to do. But anyways, we're going to talk about AMC in this video, and we're going to break down a nice price prediction or forecasting that I just got my hands on. That was pretty interesting, and I'm sure you guys are interested because the thumbnail and the title probably says it all. But before we get started in this, make sure you guys hit the like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit the notification bell for more videos like this one. Also, make sure you check out some of the links down below. It does help out the channel quite a bit. And if you guys want to get updates on anything that I talk about, whether it's related to stocks or crypto or just anything, personal finance or investing wise, feel free to follow me on Twitter and you'll get a lot of those updates, especially when it comes to my new coin that I created by the dip coin. But we're here to talk about AMC, right? I haven't been talking about the stock market much, and the reason why is just because the stock market hasn't really been that great. But the stock market today wasn't a load of garbage like it was, for however many months and weeks and days and almost half a year, right? We're seeing it as something that did make a slight bit of a move. Might be more of a false break, I guess. But we're going to look into how the actual market did in the after hours market and how, AMC did in the actual day after we go through some short interest data and all that extra stuff. So without further ado, sorry for all the coughing. Let's go ahead and dive into this. So the first thing we're looking at is this prediction. Sorry, I don't even know what I just clicked on. We're looking at this prediction. So this right here, where the current price is, we're looking at a historical and we're looking at a forecast, right? Breaking out this forecast, what it shows is a low, a medium, and a high. We're going to see $35 for a high. We're going to see $6 for a middle range. And then we're going to see $1 as the absolute low. However, they do have a line right above $1, still below $6, where they really see that forecast playing out. And this is what really drew my attention, was just like, you have such a high range here. You have such a large range to where it's like you're covering basically everything. You might as well be at $0 at this point. So why is this any type of high to low forecast if you're going to sit here and put it at $1 to $35? That is a huge range. I mean, a ridiculously high range of where it can go. It's basically saying right now we're in the middle. We're around $15, so it can either go to 30 or it can go to 0. That's basically what you're saying. So they have it at a low range of $1, which would be 93%, 93.5% down, or a middle range, 61% down, or seeing a high range where it's 127% up. And I can definitely see more of the latter. I just bit my cheek and that really hurt. But I can definitely see more of the latter by seeing the $35 range. And the reason is because I see us having a bounce in the next 12 months. I see us having that strong bounce within the next 12 months. Now, will we see the absolute squeeze? It's possible that we will not, because with money comes time, and they have a lot of money, so they have a lot of time. And we don't really have that much time because some people end up, falling off. You had 80% of the people that were holding 80% of the stock that was held by retail traders. It's probably not at 80% as of today. We're probably looking at more or less maybe 60 or 50%, which still would be a huge impact, but it's not what it once was. So that shows that with time, with money comes time. We don't have the money, so we don't have the time, right? If we had it all together and it was all in one area and one person made the decision, it's a different story. However, that's not the case. So I'm sorry if you hear, kids upstairs, they're jumping around and doing stuff. So doing what kids do. But let's take a look at the Ortex data here. So the Ortex data shows that we are at 21.73% short interest or free float. We're also looking at 111, shorted shares. Short interest increased by about 1.3%. You could see the shares on loan is up at that 120 million share mark. And then we're also seeing utilization at 80.16. So I don't know what to take from all this. The only thing I can really take from this, because I don't know how much I trust all of this data as we look into it, but I have to trust something, at least to an extent. Again, sorry if you hear noise upstairs, kids banging, throwing things on the ground. So I really apologize. But you have 21% short interest. What it's showing me there is that still a high short interest no matter what, and that this play is not over. It continues to increase. The play is not over, in my opinion. Now, if we also look at the chart exchange data, the chart exchange data shows us a continuation of that, or confirmation, really. We're looking at 64.86% short interest. Not short interest, shorted shares. I'm sorry for all the coughing, by the way. Shorted shares. 65% of the shares that were traded yesterday were short. 65%. And on average, the last 30 days, 60%. So it tells us a lot. It really does tell us a lot. Now, if we look into what happened in the day, we're going to see right now it's still up about 0.5%. And in the actual day, the open, right, we saw it up about 3%, which is good. Seeing anything up in, the days that we've been having, the months that we've been having, if you see all of this data up here, all of these months have been down quite a bit. I thought we were going to see that bounce off the 200 EMA. We did not see that bounce yet. It's still February, and I said that this month we should see something really positive, I believe, and this is all my opinion. So that's why I would love to take out some options. I don't have any free money to put into the stock market right now, but it definitely looks like a huge opportunity. Now, in the day, we saw something we don't normally see. Typically, we see an increase, and then it will slowly decrease throughout the rest of the day. However, we saw kind of the opposite. We saw a decrease. It increased a little bit, then fell back down to a low. And then we saw it slowly increase, get over the 200 EMA, over the VWAP, and hold heavy over that level. And then when it got to the after hours market, now you're seeing it at a level to where it's sort of flat. So the day is not bad at all, right? Seeing 32 million shares worth of volume. I'm really excited, to see what, the rest of the year really brings, because it's just getting started. I think we're going to see something really big within this year. But you never really know, because they can continue to short it. And what they've shown is that just because you think that they've reached their limit on shorting, doesn't mean that they've actually reached that limit, right? They got to a point to where it was 30% short, or 30% shares were shorted in a day. And we were just like, all right, that's a lot. Then they end up pushing the 40 and 50 and 60. And now they're damn near pushing 70. So this is absolutely crazy to see, but we know that they can continue to short this thing, and I wouldn't be surprised if they find a way to short at 90, or even get to a point to where they can short 100% of the volume. I would believe it. If you told me they shorted 100% of the volume, I would be like, yeah, I believe it. But anyways, that's what I have for you guys today. I wanted to talk about that forecast that they have, and how it's such a wide range really to cover their tail in every instance. They're like, well, I had this range here, it went from 35 all the way down to $1. So if it does go down to $1, then, I feel good about myself because you put that out there. But $1, I don't think is a thing. If it does get down to that level, what are we doing at that moment? I can tell you what I'm doing. If it gets down to $1, there's no way in hell that I'm not buying everything that I could possibly buy. $1 AMC for me is just a steal. For anybody, it's a steal. If we can get it at $1 and they bring this thing all the way down to $1, I guarantee we will be at a point to where we're holding 80% again, if not 100% of the position. Just because there's so much opportunity that's out there at $1. Come on now. So much opportunity. Anyways, make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Let me know if you agree with me. Definitely check out my Twitter if you guys want some updates on all things related to investments. But I'm going to get out of here, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.